In Crimewatch tonight, convenience stores robbed by youths armed with knives. And why you should not borrow from loan sharks.
Hi, welcome to Crimewatch. I'm DSP Julius Lim. In July 2010, 3 convenience stores, 2 in Pasir Ris and 1 at Tampines, were robbed by a gang of youths armed with knives. The quick arrest of the armed robbers put an end to the fear and panic created among the staff of convenience shops in the eastern part of Singapore. This also sent a strong message to youths that crime does not pay. Watch how the team of officers from Bedok Police Division solved the crime and caught the culprits before more harm was done.
The dawn was breaking. At this quiet storefront, a crime was about to happen. Rika, the sales assistant, was caught totally by surprise.
Yeah.
Everything. Hurry up!
Yeah, I know.
Inside. Shut up! The cash card.
Yeah.
Fearing for her life, Rika complied.
All the cigarette, faster, hurry up! Bill, cepat, Bill. Hurry up!
Yeah.
Fortunately for the shaken Rika, her store manager Shanti arrived just a few minutes later.
Shanti, 2 men in masks came and they robbed the store. They took all the money and the cash card and the cigarettes.
Composed, she quickly dialed 999.
Hello, police. I need to make a report about robbery.
Senior Investigation Officer Joyce Liu, assisted by Station Inspector Mohammed Hatta and Forensic Officer Tay Chong Hao from Bedok Police Division Headquarters, were activated to the scene to find out more.
Okay, ma'am. What happened actually, the suspect fled away with cash card, cigarettes and also an amount of cash. Okay, ma'am. This is a victim who's a cashier and this is a store manager in charge of this store. CV coverage is one on top.
Hi, ma'am. Yeah, can I access the CCTV recording?
Sure.
Thank you. Sukuk, process the scene. Ma'am, before the robbery, did you see or hear anything unusual?
Nothing. There was just this young man who came into the shop just about 5 minutes before the robbery.
What did he do in the shop?
He bought a lighter.
Could you rewind, please?
There. That's him.
Stop there. I suspect he was there to check out the store before calling his friends.
Ma'am, he was the scout looking out for empty targets.
Case this morning is not an isolated one. The first incident took place along Pasir Ris Street 71.
Take all the money! Take all the money now! Faster, please have this back now! All the money! Hurry up!
Two mornings later, there was another robbery case. This time, it was at Tampines Street 33.
This is a robbery! All the money, please have the back!
Okay.
Hurry up! Be faster now, boy! Take pictures ah! So slow ah! Stop out everything! Faster! Blah.
For all 3 cases, they were pre-dawn robberies carried out by young men wearing masks and holding long knives.
And don't forget, there was a third person checking the stores. CCTV footage shows the same person in the store just minutes before the robbery. The scout in the other case was a different man. We certainly have a pattern here.
Meaning, they're likely to strike again. Let's head back to Pasir Ris.
Yes, ma'am.
After the break, find out how the officers caught up with the robbers. Determined to stop the commission of another armed robbery, On the same day, the officers were back in Pasir Ris, combing the vicinity for people who might recognize the person on the CCTV footage.
I'd like to check. Have you seen this young man before?
No, I never seen before.
Okay, thank you.
Police, have you seen this person? Sorry, no. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Officer Joyce from Bedok Police Headquarters. Have you seen him?
Hey, isn't this Faizuli? Yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
Do you know him?
Not so well. We saw him hanging out with his friends. Sometimes here, sometimes at the place.
Any one of you ever talk to him?
Not really. Most of the time we just say, hello, how are you? That's all.
Any idea where he lives?
Usually we see him coming from over there.
What's that block number?
Block 779.
Thank you.
The information from the boys was verified with official sources, and there was a match.
Right. Okay, thank you. We have Faizuli bin Samsudin on our record. He's been charged for theft and awaiting sentencing in August. Let's go.
The determination and perseverance of the officers were paying off. Once the whereabouts of Faizuli bin Samsudin was identified, the officers immediately set off to arrest their first suspect.
I'm Station Inspector Hatta from Bedok Police Headquarters. I'm looking for Faizuli. May I know who you are?
I'm Siti, Faizuli's sister. What's going on?
Miss Siti, we need to speak with your brother. Can we go in?
Okay. Hai, bangun Fai. Bangun.
What? Kak, who are these people?
We're police officer. Are you Muhammad Faizuli? Are you Muhammad Faizuli?
Fai, answer the officer.
Yes.
Faizuli bin Samsudin, you're under arrest for armed robbery.
So, how many of you were involved in this?
4. There were 4 of you.
Yes.
What are your friends' names?
V, Shafiq, Sulastri. Did all 4 of you carry out the robbery?
No. Sulastri just came along. Usually I would check out the stores and if the shop was empty, I call up Fee or Shafiq.
Where are your friends now?
Time is of the essence. Armed with images of what each suspect looks like, I.O. Joyce and her team of officers immediately headed for the hotel in Juchet Road.
We are looking for a few youngsters staying in this hotel.
Can I have their names, please?
Fee Fiadi, Shafiq and Sulastri Sani.
Okay, just a moment, I'll check.
No grounds were left uncovered. Despite already having spent hours non-stop since it was reported 8 hours ago, the officers were watchful, careful to block all possible escape routes.
Excuse me, can you tell me where's this place that's captured on the CCTV?
It's right there, near the lift.
Okay, thank you. Ernest, female subject heading towards you.
Roger.
Are you Sulastri binti Sani?
Yes.
Officer Joyce from Bedok Police Division. We need to talk to you.
But I didn't do anything. All I did was just to follow them around.
But your friends were committing armed robbery. You knew it, but you didn't inform the police.
I tried to stop them, but they just won't listen. I think to stop doing it, you know.
For what? Look, we're doing great.
Whilst it might have been difficult to do so, Sulastri should have reported to the police to prevent her friends from getting deeper into crime.
You don't look convinced. Come on, you can do it. Okay? Right. Now, got all the money.
Though she was not present at the crime scene, she was, however, an accessory to the robberies.
Where are your friends now?
They are in the room.
All of them?
Yeah, except for one.
Sulastri binti Sani, I'm placing you under arrest for armed robbery.
Hey bro, I'm going to join Sulastri for makan. Don't open the door till we come back, alright?
Okay bro.
Please, see you.
Ciao. Take care.
Feeney was on his way out of the hotel when the officers caught up with him.
Yes.
Police.
Who's that? It's me, Fee.
What's wrong, Fee?
Open the door. Hurry up.
You.
The intense hours of operations come field investigations was a big success. All the suspects involved in the robberies were arrested within 24 hours. 20-year-old Fi'i Fiati was charged with 3 counts of armed robbery and 1 count each of theft and desertion from national service. He was sentenced to 4 years imprisonment and 12 strokes of the cane. The other 3 youths, 17-year-old Muhammad Faizuli, 18-year-old Muhammad Shafiq, and 18-year-old Nosri Salastri were found guilty of various charges, including armed robbery and sentenced to reformative training. Reformative training is a specific program designed for young offenders. All 3 youths will serve a period of up to 48 months in prison.
RTC, when you all hear Reformative Training Center, you all thought the training is like going to school, go back, after school you can hang out wherever you want. But actually, it's not like that. It's you learn inside this place. RTC is inside prison, and plus the training here is really very strict. And it's also you will learn in an enclosed area. There is no freedom. So this is a hard life for you. It's a hard way for you to learn. But you all outside there, you all still got a easy, better way to learn. Just change your life outside there. Don't change inside here. My advice to the other young people out there, while you're out there, don't trust your friends so much. Just remember that your true friends are those who do not want you to get into trouble.
While the officers had successfully solved the case, there were several good learning lessons. First, this commendable feat was aided by the use of CCTV systems installed in many 24-hour convenience stores. As the case has shown, CCTV can be useful to help identify perpetrators in a crime scene. Hence, police will recommend owners of businesses and shops to install CCTV to safeguard their premises. Next, for the safety of their staff, police also recommend that business operators keep minimum cash in the register, install a distress alarm system with a direct connection to a security service provider to activate police response, install eye-level CCTV cameras at the counter and entrance to capture a better image of perpetrators so as to facilitate police investigations. Remember, prevention is always better than cure.
After the break, know the perils and pitfalls of helping loan sharks.
Unlicensed money lending is illegal. When a person assists an unlicensed money lender, he or she is an accessory to the offense. In this final segment, we will feature a homemaker who was forced to become a runner when she defaulted on her loans. You will also hear from another who was lured by the false prospects of making easy money to help an unlicensed money lender. When you are entangled with loan sharks, you will bring grief not just to yourself, but also to your family.
Early one morning, Alice Poe opened her door and was shocked to discover what she saw.
Who did this? Ayo!
A message scrawled in red, reminding someone to pay his debt. Fearing for her safety, Alice immediately went to the Neighborhood Police Center, or NPC, to make a report. Staff Sergeant Joseph Chen attended to her.
I want to complain. Someone splashed the paint on my door and wrote something on and messed up the whole floor.
Maybe it was a loan shark who did it.
Loan shark? No, I never borrowed any money from loan shark. In fact, I'm the guarantor for 2 of my friends. I have to repay their loans.
How do you repay their loans?
I transfer the money to the bank account.
Whose bank accounts?
I don't know.
Do you have the bank account numbers?
Oh yes.
These are not your bank accounts.
Being an experienced NPC officer, Staff Sergeant Joseph suspected that there was more than meets the eyes. And true enough, From the bank account, Staff Sergeant Joseph was able to unravel the identity of its holder.
I'm IO Joseph from Changi Neighborhood Police Center. Are you Madam Sia?
Yes, Madam Sia. What is it?
We're investigating some unlicensed money lending activities. We'd like you to help us with our investigation.
But how can I help?
Staff Sergeant Joseph was also an NPC investigation officer and so was tasked to investigate the case.
Madam Sia, how many bank accounts do you have?
2.
We have evidence your 2 bank accounts are used for unlicensed money lending activities. Are you operating an unlicensed money lending business?
What? Me? You mean I'm a loan shark? No!
What do you do it then?
But what can I do? I owe them money, so I must do as they say.
Can you tell us what happened?
Sometime in 2008, Xia Tinghui took a loan from Ah Seng, an unlicensed moneylender, to support her gambling habit. For a loan of $1,000, Tinghui was charged an interest of 20%.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you.
However, Tinghui soon started incurring heavy losses.
Can't pay? Please, give me a few more days. I promise I'll return you the money.
Never mind. You can do something for me.
The loan shark demanded she open 2 bank accounts for him.
他也是有威胁过我嘛，让你最好不要去报警哈。如果你去报警，你都给我当作桥。
Hi. I want to open an account.
Can I have your IC?
By opening the bank account, Tinghui was promised that a sum of $400 would be deducted every month from the account to offset her debts.
Sign, please.
Here?
Yes.
Tinghui should have reported to the police instead of opening the 2 bank accounts for the loan sharks. By doing this, she soon sank deeper into their clutches. It wasn't long before the loan shark went back on his promise.
他讲把欠来的钱从里面扣，每个月扣了，把他都没有扣，就是没有还到这样哦。
With no deduction made to offset what she owed, Tinghui found herself sinking deeper in debt. She decided to get tough.
You threatening me?
Not threaten? No. I won't dare.
You tired of living, is it?
No.
Listen, you dare to close the account? I'll send my man to your house. You hear me?
I'm so glad you're here. I don't know what else to do.
Madam Sia, I understand what you're going through. But by opening those bank accounts, you have committed an offense.
Huh? What shall I do?
I'm afraid you have to come back with us for further investigation.
Xia Tinghui was charged and found guilty for assisting an unlicensed moneylender. In December of 2009, she was sentenced to 10 weeks imprisonment.
现在如果给我想回头啦，如果真的现在这样我也是可以的话，也是不要借了，因为付出的代价真的太大了，还不了了。他们根本就是在戏谑。我借过我就知道还不了的，你迟5分钟还，他也说你没有还割掉，然后又要重新还过，哪里还得了？还不了。我们能够不要赌就不要去赌咯，然后就不会欠钱，就会去借阿龙去帮他们开户口。
52-year-old Khatija was another homemaker, caught assisting unlicensed moneylenders. She was sentenced to 3 months imprisonment.
Bila dijatuhkan hukuman, saya menyesal. Menyesal sekali. Pasal terpaksa tinggalkan keluarga. Sedihlah, saya menyesal. Dan hukuman yang saya terima tu agak berat. Salah di sisi undang-undang. Dan kalau kita fikir nama kita pun tercemar, nama keluarga kita tercemar sama ya. Jadi nasihat saya pada yang di luar tu, kalau boleh janganlah membantu kerana hukuman, kita fikir hukuman yang akan kita tanggung.
It is an offence for a person to assist loan sharks in their illegal money lending activities. The offence covers a range of acts including activities like debt collection, provide funds or provide bank accounts to be used for loan sharking business, give or sell prepaid SIM cards to loan sharks, promote or advertise loan sharking activities, distributing loan shark flyers, instruct or conduct harassment, provide transport for runners, and acting as a lookout. Any person who is convicted for assisting in unlicensed money lending business is liable for punishment of a fine not less than $30,000 up to a maximum of $300,000 and an imprisonment term of up to 4 years. Caning of not more than 6 strokes may be imposed as well. There are also cases where persons provide false contact information to a loan shark, which results in harassment activities being committed against an innocent person. This also constitutes an offence under the Moneylenders Act, and the offenders are also liable for an imprisonment term of up to 12 months. In cases where harassment is involved, the offender can be imprisoned up to a maximum of 5 years and also caned. Alarmingly, more people had committed harassment acts and opened bank accounts to facilitate loan sharks' activities in 2010 compared to 2009. In a recent case, a 36-year-old loan shark runner was convicted of 11 counts of harassment and sentenced to 7 years imprisonment and 24 strokes of the cane. It certainly does not pay to get involved in loan shark activities.
To verify whether a money lending business is licensed, you may access the Insolvency and Public Trustees Office website and check with the Registry of Money Lenders. This registry maintains a list of licensed money lenders. Finally, the police would like to strongly caution on the allure of making easy money. Assisting unlicensed money lenders in any capacity is a crime. We've come to the end of this episode of Crimewatch. If you have any query or feedback, do drop us an email. Until next month, I'm DSP Julius Lim, signing off.